Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Aditi and today I'm going to give you a few tips about decorating a small space. Decorating a small space is just like decorating a large one. It simply requires the creativeness of design and a good eye for what works and what doesn't. And while the focus is going to be a little bit different when working with less square footage, the general rules of design are pretty much the same. I promise you, a small space doesn't have to be a big challenge. Whether you're figuring out how to put a personal spin on your new studio apartment or need some guidance on making the best use of a not so spacious house, these are the tips for decorating a small space and making your home shine. So, let's get started. The most important part about decorating a small space is to let there be light. A small room can really open up with the right lighting. In addition to letting natural light shine in through the windows by skipping the black out blinds, use additional lighting throughout your space to bring in some additional warmth. If you don't have the room for floor or table lamps, choose lighting options that don't take up any prime real estate like string lights, wall sconces or pendant lighting. Keep bigger items on the perimeter of the room. There's no reason that you have to ditch large furniture items when decorating a small space. But you do want to be strategic about where you put them. Maintain feelings of depth in a room by keeping larger items such as hutches, couches and bookcases up against the wall instead of in the middle of the floor. Look for multi-purpose and folding furniture. Furniture that can do double duty will save you both space and money. And thanks to tiny houses, there's no shortage of ingenious furniture items that either serve multi-purpose uses or fold up to make space in your home when they're not in use. Desks, dining tables and even king-size beds come in styles that can easily be put away to make more room to move around. Likewise, you can find furniture that serves a variety of purposes, such as beds that can convert into couches and side tables that can convert into desks. Mirrors play a major role when decorating a small space. Speaking of double duty, mirrors add both additional light and the feeling of additional space into rooms by reflecting back natural and non-natural lighting and giving an illusion of more square footage. They're also practical on their own. Use one large mirror or arrange a few smaller ones throughout a room. You can even create a gallery wall of mirrors. If you want to decorate a small space, then make sure that you declutter. One of the big benefits of living in a small space is that it forces you to really edit down the amount of belongings that you have in your home. In return, you end up getting rid of things that don't really serve a purpose in your life, be it because they're impractical, useless, or just don't bring you joy. If you struggle with the ability to get rid of stuff, there are resources that can help you learn how to do it. Decorating a small space necessitates a bit of inventory taking, otherwise you run in the risk of overcrowding your space. Get creative with storage when it comes to small spaces. There are so many great storage options out there that also serve as beautiful pieces of decor. Choose furniture items that provide you with additional storage solutions like ottomans that can store linens and underbed storage that looks like cool cabinetry. Try to find ways to store your items rather than just shoving everything into a closet. Go bold or go home when it comes to decorating your small space. Small spaces lend themselves very well to bold colors, prints and textures. Just make sure you mix in some neutrals as well so that you don't overwhelm the room. If you're worried about going too bold, use colors and prints in smaller ways, such as on an accent wall, throw pillows or even just picture frames. Or go big and put on some bright and colorful wallpaper, or finally buy that blue velvet couch that you've always wanted. As long as you secure some balance in the room. Also, there's no reason that you can't add in a touch of daring color and pattern. Incorporate a large rug in your small space. Decorating a small space is all about tricking the eye into seeing more than there really is. When you use small rugs in a small space, you see and think small. Decorating with large rugs, however, gives you a sense of grandeur and a feeling of a larger room. Ultimately, the shape of the room and the furniture within it will dictate the best size rug to purchase. But always aim to go as big as you can. Take advantage of the vertical space. Don't neglect your walls. Making the most use of vertical space means both playing around with taller items and affixing your walls with things like shelving and art that add vertical depth in addition to spaciousness you've worked to create on the floor. If you have a piece you really love but can't find a place for it, like a beloved vase for instance, then hang up a secure shelf and put it on there instead. And when you're hanging drapes, install the rod only about 2 inches below the ceiling or crown molding, which adds an illusion of extra height. This is it for this video. If you liked our video, then don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.